Add a little bit of crunch to your morning yogurt with my homemade granola recipe. And it's so easy. I love granola, but I don't love how much it costs at the store and all of the extra ingredients in there that's not necessary. So today we are going to be making our own, quick and easy. And the star of today's recipe, rolled oats. This brand is my favorite, organic, and this is 1 degree, and I get this at Costco. So first, get yourself a large mixing bowl, and to that we're going to add 2 cups of these rolled oats. 1, 2. Next, we're going to add about 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and as always, I measure with my heart. And friends, the next part is the fun part, your mix-ins. And this can be customized to whatever you like. I am going to be using some chopped walnuts and some pumpkin seeds, and then some chia seeds. You can use whatever you like. You can use dried fruits, you can use different nuts, whatever your heart desires. It's all up to you. And you need 1 cup. And you want to make sure that your nuts are chopped. These ones are already chopped. That, and then we're going to use some of these pumpkin seeds. Pour that in as well. And then we're going to take some chia seeds and we're going to add those in to the top. And then you're going to add that to your bowl. Grab a mixing spoon and give that a little mixy mix. Next, we got to add something to bind it all together, to kind of give it that sweetness and that little bit of crunch once it goes in the oven. And I'm going to use some sugar-free syrup. So we're going to use a 1/2 cup of this. Again, you can use a combination of syrup and honey, or you can use some maple syrup, whatever you've got on hand. Any of it'll work. Next, you're going to take some coconut oil, 1/4 cup, and it needs to be melted. And I already have that ready here. So we are going to pour that in to our bowl. Then you're going to take about a teaspoon of vanilla and add that in as well. And last but not least, we're going to take a little bit of sea salt, just about 1/4 teaspoon. And then take your mixing spoon and mix this till it's well combined. You want to make sure that everything gets coated until it looks something like this. And let me tell you, friends, this smells heavenly already. And now it's time to get this into the oven. So you're going to take a cookie sheet, make sure it's a really nice and large one, because we want that granola to spread evenly and flat on it, and line it with some parchment paper. And then you are going to take your mixture and dump it out. And friends, you want to make sure that you spread this out as thinly as possible on your cookie sheet, so all of this beautiful granola has a chance to get nice and crispy. And this is ready to bake. And this is going to go into a preheated 300-degree oven for just about 25 minutes. But friends, make sure that you are checking it for the last 5 minutes or so, because it does tend to burn fairly quickly. And this is all done. So we're going to leave this on the top of the stove to cool and crisp for 25 to 30 minutes. And just take a look at this. It smells heavenly. Absolutely delicious.